Okay, I got the word complacency. Some of you guys, and I had looked at the word complacency. Complacency mean like you're not, like you know, kind of bored or not paying attention to danger or like letting things kind of just happen in a way. A lot of y'all been called out of the season of complacency. You are being called to speak up for yourself. This is for people that normally let things slide all the time. I'm talking about you just like, no, I'm not gonna address it. No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't wanna. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna show any emotions today. I'm like I didn't hear that. I'm like I didn't see that. I'm not like it didn't bother me. A lot of y'all been called out of that energy. It's a time, place for everything. It's a season for everything as well. A lot of y'all gonna be guided to learn how to speak up for yourself. Yes, you have a voice. It needs to be heard. I don't care who trying to make you feel bad about standing up for yourself or speaking up for yourself. You are being called out of complacency. You're being called to speak up for yourself. On how, I don't care how people try to manipulate you, making like, oh, you're triggered, or you acting emotional, or your feelings should not be valid. They trying to they're gonna make you feel like your feelings shouldn't be there. Oh, you should have no emotion when me saying this. Oh, you're triggered. That's like that narcissistic manipulation shit. So a lot of y'all been called out of the engine of complacency. Hear me well. Speak up for yourself. If you don't like something, speak up. I ain't saying y'all got to act no fool. You gotta do none of that. But come a time you want to start to speak up for yourself. Call things how you see it. You are needed at this time to speak up for yourself. Complacency is not it. That's the word I had got was complacency. I'm gonna drop the information in the description box. I will check the description box when I post. Because most likely, whatever word was given to me is going to be in the description box. Okay? Many examples and definitions of that word. Complacency. This is not the season for that. Speak up for yourself. I don't care who's trying to make you feel like you are unhealed, or you are triggered, or you are emotional, or you are being negative. I don't care about none of that narcissistic, emotional manipulation people trying to pull. Especially on social media. Your voice, you need to step out and step up. Whether on social media or real life, family or friends, complacency is not the time. Speak up for yourself. Because you don't, people, they going to do what they want to do regardless. Especially on social media. But in real life, with your family and friends, they need to hear how you feel. It's not time we let people walk all over you. I'm not gonna even address it. I'm just not gonna even give it no energy. I'm not gonna. It's just like it's a time and place. If you somebody that normally react to stuff, you need to sit back. You need to sit back and don't give no energy to stuff. But if you are somebody that's normally in complacency, person don't normally just ignore danger. I'm like I didn't see that. No, I'm get away from this. I'm just not gonna. You have been called out of that. You've been called to speak up for yourself. And I hope I'm making this message clear. Now, I know some of y'all might be scared. This is going to be confirmation for you. That it's time for you to speak up for yourself. And some of y'all for others. At the end of the day, people are going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to use that narcissistic. You're triggered. Like your emotions are not supposed. Like you're not supposed to have no emotions. What's wrong with these people? You have emotions. Your emotions are worthy. Your emotions are valid. You have people trying to make it feel like your emotions are not valid, like you shouldn't feel nothing, like, oh, something's wrong with you because you feel some type of way about what I said to you. What damn? Like, okay, I'm supposed to just swallow that, right? You said you want to say to me, I'm supposed to just swallow that? No, this is not your season to do that. Express yourself. Express yourself. Do not block off your throat chakra. Like I said, you ain't go out here acting no fool on nobody. You ain't cussing nobody out. You can say what you got to say, still in a professional way. You ain't got to give that type of energy. But you can let them know that you see what they doing. I see what you're doing. I'm very aware of what you're doing. And I'm going to call you on your stuff. Okay? You might be learning how to handle situations different by not going out on the limb and cussing the motherfuckers out. You might be the one that's coming out. Instead of cussing your ass out, I'm going to say this very politely. Okay? I'm going to check you very politely with this right here. Because I could say it a whole nother way. But you know what? Since I'm coming in agreement with knowing how to speak for myself in a productive, professional a little bit, a little bit of, I ain't got to cuss you out, call you your name. Really, really check you. Check you. I'm not going to do all that. I love you too. But you're going to say it in a way where they understand where you're coming from. And you're not going to let people narcissistic use that, or you're triggered, or you're emotional. It's levels to this. It's levels to awareness. It's levels to it. You only trigger. You only trigger, or I'm saying. I feel like to me, I feel like you on a trigger when you're not aware of of what's when you're not aware. When you're aware, then you're not triggered. Like, I'm very aware of this and that in myself. Because I'm speaking on a mean, it don't really mean that you are affecting me. I'm just letting you know that I see you. I see what you're doing. But like, so you don't have people come on your path and try to holler out, trying to make you feel bad for having emotions, for having feelings, for being human, basically. Social media make it like you're not supposed to have feelings on here. You want to know you're not a human. You're a robot. You shouldn't feel nothing. I should say whatever I want to say to you. You shouldn't feel nothing. You shouldn't be triggered. You should be. You should just be able to suck it up and keep on going like you ain't seen nothing. Cause you see people doing that. People, like I said, people gonna come in to want to get emotions out of you. This is not time to contemplate. No, complacency. You need to speak up for yourself. Like I say, God gonna be sending people your way to do that, and you gonna be at that time. Speak up for yourself. Like I say, you gotta drag out proportion. You gotta go all out. Go all in on them. But you are being guided to like come out of complacency and to speak up for yourself. That's all I'm really trying to get at. I have a little humor in them, but that's all I'm really trying to say. Speak up for yourself. When you feel like you don't know when it's time. I feel like God. Yeah. Because today has been true. I don't know. I told you today has been kind of like, for me, kind of like, I feel like I was seeing a lot of shit go on. Like, okay, I see that's a trigger. Trigger over there. Okay, trigger. No, wait, this one I'm dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking with triggers I'm going to address. Like, nah, that one alright. I ain't gonna worry about that one. Nah, that one ain't that big a deal. I see that one for what it is. Oh, wait, I'm gonna address this one right here. I'm like, y'all gonna be addressing certain things. Certain shit, I'm like, I ain't gotta address that. I ain't gotta address that one. That one, This one, I'm gonna address this one. God gonna give you certain ones you gotta address. Okay? Because you are aware enough to address that. And you know they need to be addressed. Know what needs to be addressed and what does not need to be addressed. Okay? That's another thing. Knowing what you need to address and what you don't need to address. Don't be complacent about everything. I just don't let nothing bother me. I don't pay attention to nothing. You're human. Unless you like one of them little Buddha type people that be sitting up there like that, all day, you gonna have feelings, you gonna have emotions, you gonna have something to say, you gonna feel things, okay? And that's okay. Don't let me make you feel like you ain't supposed to. That's all I'm trying to get at. Don't be in an inch of complacency. Speak up for yourself when you know it's time, okay? Address what need to be addressed when you need to address it.